The Washington Commanders have a former second round pick who is really starting to explode off the tape, and that is no other than interior defensive lineman Jerzan Newton. He has 10 pressures on the year through 5 games as an interior guy. That is really good, guys, okay? And he only played about 26 snaps in this game, but was dominating, okay? Now, on this first play, they're going to come out with a zero technique here. You got your 4 eyes to the outside, okay? Basically what that means is they're playing to the inside shoulder of the tackle. Now, this is a beautiful blitz call, okay? So, boom. But we are going to establish inside leverage on the guard. We are going to have our pass rusher bend off the edge to attract the tackle. And we're going to zoom a backer through that B gap. Okay, so this works out beautifully, and it doesn't happen without Jerzan Newton, right? But also, boom, as they get this free rusher to the quarterback, right, he whiffs. Justin Herbert makes a great move. Kind of just forces him to just whiff. But again, look at Jerzan Newton playing that 4-eye, getting to the inside shoulder of the guard, and beating him. Look at him. He drives him back about 4 yards. Let me show it to you in full here. Drives him back 4, 5 yards, 6 yards into the quarterback and gets a sack. Jerzan Newton, now that he's getting acclimated, he is becoming a menace through the interior of the offensive line. And on this play, it shows. Okay, so what I wanted to do, and dude, look at this. I cannot believe he's able to move Trey Pipkins this easily. Look at how far, just bullies him into a sack, okay? Now, Jerzan Newton, in this game specifically, had 4 pressures, 3 quarterback hurries, 1 sack, 2 tackles, and 1 stop in the backfield. This guy is really, really good, and we're going to break down the film. Before we dive in, hit the like button. It helps out so much, guys. Really does. And if you want a part 2 to this video where maybe we break down Jaden Daniels in the offense, I'll do that. If you guys want to see it, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. It is free. Let's dive in. Okay, another really good play, man. Really good play. So this time, the offensive line is going to be in what we call a 5-man scat protection. They do have a chip and release off this left side here. Actually, it might be a 6-man. I don't know if he actually releases. It might be a 6-man. But either way, we are going to start off in this 2 technique. What a 2 technique is when you line up right over the guard again. But we're going to slide over to the center. We're going to send this guy to the right guard. Obviously, we're going to come off the edge here. We got guys coming off this side. Okay, again, I want you to focus in on our 2-tech, Jerzan Newton. Beast. Slides over to the center. We basically have one-on-ones everywhere. Again, fullback or tight end, whatever you want to call him, is chipping and releasing. It looks like he might be fully. Looks like they have a 7-man protection here. 7-man protection. Okay, so as Jerzan Newton gets this one-on-one opportunity, we saw in the last rep, he can just over-dominate you. And look what he does again. He bullies this center to the front side of Justin Herbert. Actually hits Justin Herbert with the center. Again, the lower body strength of Jerzan Newton is exactly what we thought it was. Coming out of the draft, we knew this guy could be a physical specimen just by being able to overpower offensive linemen, and he is starting to really showcase that. Now, yes, we have to admit that the Chargers offensive line was very beat up in this football game. Like, I feel like Mekhi Becton was out, no Joe Alt, no Rashawn Slater, obviously. They were missing a lot of guys, but it's still another big offensive lineman that they love here. Actually, one of their starters in Bradley Bozeman, right? It's not a backup there, and he still just dominates. Now, they end up picking up 3 yards, but when you look at Jerzan Newton specifically, this is what he brings to your football team. Whenever you can create pressure on the quarterback, guys, just like this, you can create one of 6 different scenarios. A bad pass by the quarterback, a bad decision by the quarterback, maybe an interception, a sack, a forced fumble, maybe a holding call on the offensive line. Jerzan Newton is a beast, and he's almost unguardable at this point. Week 6 of the NFL season is officially here, and we have a pretty good Thursday night football game with rookie quarterback Jackson Dart taking on one of the best defenses in football in the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that opportunity is a chance to win over 1,000 X hour money. And the best place to do that is Sleeper. And I'm going to show you why I'm going to put myself in a position to potentially do that this week. Before we get into it, look at this, right? If you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match deposit right away up to $100. So if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50. I mean, honestly, you should do it for that alone. Now, the first thing I want to look at is Saquon Barkley. Coming off a slower game, I think he goes more than 78.5 rushing yards because the Giants rank 29th in the NFL when it comes to stopping the run. They allow like 5.3 yards per carry. Saquon Barkley is going to smash that. I'm also going to take Jackson Dart, and I'm going to go more than 150 passing yards. I feel like they're going to be playing from behind, so I don't mind that at all. A.J. Brown, I feel like he has struggled recently. More than 40 receiving yards isn't too bad. I also do like Theo Johnson as well. And let's see, what do I want to do with Theo Johnson? I guess we can only go touchdowns right now. I'm not going to do that. Wan'Dale Robinson, 25 yards more than. I think that's fair. And if we leave it at that, that is 20 to win 60. Not bad at all. I mean, again, it's not going to 1,000x my money, but it's safe. I think it's fair. But guys, use promo code DUBS. And you'll get a 100 match on your first deposit if you haven't already done so. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. It's currently operational in about 25 different states. So check out Sleeper today if you haven't already done so. Here we go. Another really good rep. Now, one thing we notice here is they're giving Jerzan Newton a running start. So we see him kind of lined up right outside of that, of the center. Probably in, like, we'll call it a one technique, but he's off the ball, which is very, very weird. You don't see that too often. But we're going to call this an E-T stunt, okay? End tackle stunt. Basically what we're going to do here is we're going to get to the outside as our guy initiates contact and gets to the inside. So we go outside, he goes inside, just an end tackle stunt here. Again, reach the point of attack, spins to the inside, takes the guard. So Jerzan Newton isn't double teamed. Plus, we want to see if we can get him switched off to the tackle. They do a terrible job containing this thing, and it ends up working out perfectly where we force this ball to come out early, but Lad somehow gets a catch here. I mean, you threw this into dangerous territory. Again, we talked about it. Whenever we can get pressure on a quarterback just like this, you can force a bad pass, a bad decision. This looks like it was maybe a yard away from being a terrible decision off the pressure, but ultimately Lad catches it. I mean, insane. But again, Jerzan Newton, how do you block this guy, especially in stunt actions, right? They did the same thing on the opposing side, had a little stunt action over here, didn't really work. They played that pretty well, but with Jerzan Newton, the dude's speed, it's a lot faster than you would think coming off that edge. Sir, man, sign me up. All right, we got some more one-on-one opportunity here. They're going to send him to the outside, attached to the tackle. We're going to get a one-on-one with this guard here, as I believe they're in a scat slide to the right, man-to-man to the left side of our screen. Yeah, so as we get this one-on-one opportunity, we try to get through and we rip through last second, but Justin Herbert doesn't step up too much on the hitch. We expected him to step up. We ripped late, fell down. It's all good. Again, you can't win every single rep, but Jerzan Newton was the second highest rated player on this football team, or actually on the defense, I should say. Second highest rated defender on this football team in this game in just 26 snaps behind Von Miller, who was the highest grade defender. He actually had 3 pressures, 2 sacks, 1 hurry. He was really good. Dorrance Armstrong had 2 pressures. In total, this Commanders football team had 18 total pressures on the quarterback and 7 sacks. 2 of them to Vaughn, 1 to Jerzan, 2 to Dorrance Armstrong, 2 to Jacob Martin. They were amazing in this football game. So, gotta give credit where credit is due, and this defensive line played well. Lastly, look at his hustle on this play. They're going to get an end around. They're going to hand it off to Hampton and then end around it to Quentin Johnson. Look at Hampton, or not Hampton, Jerzan Newton. Right here on your screen. He's basically reading, reacting as he sees it. Look at the hustle. A lot of players will just give up at this point. You can tell this team is coached very, very well. And Jerzan Newton goes and makes the tackle. They do pick up 9 yards, but I love to see the hustle out of a big man like Jerzan Newton. Guys, really quickly, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want more of these videos. It is free. Doesn't cost anything. And let me know what you guys want to see next. I can break down literally anything. Whoever you want, a specific player, the entirety of the defense, the offense, Jaden Daniels, Debo Samuel. We already did a Jacory, Croskey, Merritt video, so if you want to see Bill, that video came out yesterday. So again, go check that out if you haven't already done so. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in part 3. Peace.